again. There we go. All right, my name is Covadonga Valera Collazo. I go by Kobe also, and I am half of the team of the Spanish team in the Multilingual Pathways Department. I'll let my colleague introduce herself.
Hi everyone, my name is Cristalda Mesqua, and Kobe and I make up the Spanish and PD team.
All right, so let's see, how many people do we have? Yeah, we're gonna do a little connector. We're gonna start by sending you to breakout rooms so you can ease into the session and check in with your colleagues. In the breakout room, we're gonna send you, please share your name, your school or department, and your grade level and role. And think about this question. Will technology replace humans for teaching languages? What's your opinion about this? So we'll send you to breakout rooms and you have around 5 minutes to do a quick check-in and a connector. And then we'll see you back here to start the session. For those who are just joining in, the slides and the agenda will be posted in the chat. If you see your breakout room, you're going to be assigned to a breakout room. Please join your breakout room to do the connector. Griselda is opening up the rooms. Right. If you just joined us, let us know if you need help with joining the breakout room. We're doing the connector and we're following the 4 steps on this slide. I see some people joining in. Thank you for coming. We're doing a connector in breakout rooms. So once you see the room open, join. What we're doing is we're sharing our name, school and department, grade level, role, and talking about this question. Will technology replace humans for teaching languages? What do you think? What's your opinion? If you need help getting into the breakout room, please let us know.
Yes, I need help getting in a breakout room.
Okay, Miss Lindo, let's see.
All right, let's see.
Can you send them to the breakout room?
Can you put it in the chat?
If you open the breakout room option under more, under the 3 dots, you'll see you've been assigned to a specific room.
See, some people have not been assigned to. Okay, I'm sending you to room 2.
For those joining in, we are doing a quick connector in breakout rooms to get to check in with colleagues.
As people are joining, I'm assigning you to a room.
Yeah, in the room you can share your name, school and department, grade level, role, and talk a little bit about this question. Will technology replace humans for teaching languages? What's your opinion? Hi, Miss Marlo. It's good to see you.
Hi, likewise. I was actually assigned a breakout room, but then I was there all by myself.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Oh, let's see, I didn't see you.
Okay, let's see if we can send you.
Can you join room 4? Where are you?
I don't care where you put me, but I just need the little window.
Yeah, room 4. Let's see.
I don't see you here. Room 2. I don't see anyone under unassigned.
Well, you did assign me, but then I left the breakout room because nobody else was assigned. It didn't, nobody came in.
Try now.
All
Try
right.
now. Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Anna. Welcome. Good to see you.
Hi. Acabo de llegar. Don't
See,
worry. I'm
it's-
assigning you to a room.
and
Okay.
we're doing this connector: name, school and department, grade level, and role, and talking about will technology replace humans for teaching languages? What's your opinion? It's a little
Ah.
check-in. Yeah, you're assigned to room 4. There you go.
Is that everyone?
Yeah, that's everyone.
No, I didn't realize that there was like the top portion that weren't assigned because when you open them, whomever was
Yeah.
here is not assigned. So I'm like,
Oh, okay.
I think that's what happened too.
Right.
What was her name?
Marina.
Marina. Okay, she's in room 3.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I moved her to
Marina's
room.
there.
I moved her to room 3 because she wasn't going into room 4. But there's no one in room 1. That's weird.
I know.
Okay, that's fine. Well, we'll give them till 1:30, 3 minutes. What do you
Yeah.
think? And then
That's
we'll...
let me see.
Oh, do we have that 1-minute warning when we close the rooms? Okay. I think that's everybody.
I think everyone's back.
Yep. All right, thank you. I hope you had a good check-in with your colleagues to help easing into this session. We're going to move to the next slide. And we're going to start with our SFUSD norms for virtual meeting agreements. Please have your camera on so we can create community and start knowing each other if we haven't met, or to see all faces that we've known. Mute when you're not talking to reduce feedback. Follow participation agreements based on activity. And for our meeting, please follow the SFUSD norms, keep liberation for the press at the center, be solution oriented towards anti-racism, and be present and comfortable in discomfort. All right, next slide, please. Okay, so today we are going to be focusing on the digital tools available in Benchmark Universe. Benchmark is the curriculum that we are using in SFUSD for Spanish bilingual programs for K through 5. And there's a lot of resources available. So today we're going to mention a few of the tools that we feel are important for instruction. And then you can start thinking about which of those tools you want to explore any further and figure out what works best for you in your classroom. I'm going to let Griselda continue.
Thank you, Covey. So today's session is going to be very interactive. We are going to be showing you a tool, and then we're going to be asking you to explore. So for that, you need to log into the benchmark. So you have access to Benchmark Universe through Clever. So go ahead and open another window right now and open your open Clever and find this icon here. If you're familiar with it, great. If you're not, this is what it looks like. It's called Benchmark Education. If you don't have access right now, you don't have district email, you're new to the district, or for any reason, we have a temporary access. So if you click on this link here and type in these credentials, you'll have temporary access to Benchmark Universe. So I'm going to show you if you've never opened Clever before. Mine logs me right in, but I'm going to log out so you can see what it looks like. So this is what it looks like. You are going to log in using your Google. Log in using your Google. Type in your credentials. And for me, it's already in my page, but if you can't find it in your page, you can go here on the district page, and under humanities, you scroll down under humanities, you should be able to find the benchmark icon. Or you can just go on to search and start typing benchmark, and it should come up. Once you click on that. Okay, and this is what the main page looks like, your dashboard. Okay, so I'm going to give you about 2 minutes to log in. Make sure everyone logs in.
If you need help or you can't find the benchmark logo or the access, please let us know.
Okay. Now Kobe is going to talk to us about some tools and Taller de Fonética.
All right, thank you, Griselda. Okay, so benchmark Taller de Fonética, besides the lessons, can you see my screen?
No,
Oh,
let me
it's
sharing. There you go.
blinking for some reason. Hold on. Let's see. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. All right, so for Benchmark Taller de Fonética, besides the lessons that come on the digital platform, there are many other tools, and we wanted to focus on a few of them. I'm not going to go too deep because there's not enough time, but again, if there's one of them that you feel like you want to explore further, you'll have time to do it after this section. I'm going to start with going into the portal so you can see how I access those on Benchmark Universe. Hopefully you all got to this page after logging into Clever. And once you're here, I want you to look for Benchmark Taller de Fonética. You may use these arrows on the sides of the top curriculum resources section to look for it. Mine is right here, which says Benchmark Taller de Fonética y Estudio de Palabras. So when you click that and enter the Fonética portal, this is the first thing you see. Now I'm going to first show you how to access the lessons really quick. The first thing you need to do is select your grade level. For example, grade 1 under this menu here on the left, and select a unit. I'm going to select unit 1. And that will take me to this resource right here, which is where you can find all the lessons for unit 1. This is the teacher manual. When you click on that manual, the first thing you'll see is the planner for the unit, which is a 3-week, all the units 1 through 10 are 3 weeks. And this is a good place to start looking at the content of the unit. Now, if you want to see the lessons, you go to the left menu. You click on Semana 1 to begin looking at the first lesson, and click on Día 1. As you can see, you have toda la clase, grupos pequeños. Let's look at toda la clase. And there you have the lesson on all the activities. You can scroll down and you see there's like a menu of activities to choose from for that day. You can also click on the pictures, and that will take you directly to that resource. For example, for the shared reading text. And that's the lessons. That's how you access the lessons. Now going back to the main Fonética page, I want to show you those tools we mentioned earlier. First, I want to show you the songs for Un, Dos, Tres, Andrés. So when you go to the resources menu below the unit and the week, you'll have many different options to access resources. So Unos tres Andres, when you click on it, make sure you deselect the units because that will filter to the one song that is on, or to the songs that are only in that unit. And also make sure you click on show more on the top right corner. And then you'll see all the different videos. Below the videos, you can see the audio. This is just the songs. It's a list of the songs. If you don't want to play the video and you just want to play the songs, you can do it. You can access to the songs this way. All right, so that's the songs. I'm going to deselect that resource and I'm going to show you now the learning games, which is right below. When you click on the learning games, you get these interactive games that the students can play. And remember that students have their own benchmark account, so they can access this through their own account. When you click on that arrow, you get the different choices for games. There's like a few different ones, like Reventar el Globo, which you can play several times. If you click on the word, it says the word out loud. If you click on the balloon, it'll put it in the basket. You have to choose sílaba abierta hue. Anyway, you get the idea, and that's the games. The next tool I want to show you is the Carson manipulatives. Again, you can click on this arrow to see all of it. And here you can access the tarjetas de imágenes, tarjetas de sonido y de letreo if you want to see, if you want to project them to your students. And here you have the back of the card also with the lesson, but I'll let you explore all this in a minute. Lastly, I want to show you the EPO Guitar, which is right here. And this one offers, Benchmark has created EPO Guitar that goes with the lessons. But if you want to create your own, select one of the units and show more. The last choice will show you a blank e-pocket chart that you can use to plan your lessons, save them, and use them when you need to teach that lesson. So the first thing you see when you click on it is 3 choices. You may explore the first 2 later, which is the free workspace and the Elkonin boxes. Today, I'm going to show you the pocket chart. You can choose how many rows you need. So let's choose 4, for example, and you press OK. And there's your e-pocket chart. Okay, so now there's a menu on the bottom, at the bottom, which includes an image bank where you can see all the cards with pictures in it that Benchmark includes for Phonetica, a word bank that includes mostly high frequency words, the word parts that are syllables, and then my favorite is the bill cards because you can write your own. So once you select that, you just type the word that you want to create by typing on the letters, and then you press done. You can close the menu by clicking the arrow again, and you can move it up and down. So let's say I finished planning the e-pocket chart and I have everything ready to go. How do I save it? In order to save this and get it ready for my lesson, I go to the top right, and where this little arrow you click on this little arrow inside the cloud, and you can add a name. For example, Dia Uno. You save it, and now I'm done, and I'll get out of it. And whenever I'm ready to use it again, I'll go to the e-pocket chart again, and to this little menu below, click on it, and here I have everything I've saved. So look for the one you need, click on it, open the e-pocket chart again, and there you have it ready to teach. All right, so that's it for the Phonetica. I want to make sure you have time to explore and digest all this amount of information I've just given you. So we're gonna have around, what, 7 minutes, Grisela, for exploration? Okay, all right, so in 7 minutes, and if you have questions, you can put them in the chat also. We'll have time for questions later, but if you have them now about Phonetica, you
We're actually
may.
gonna give them 10 minutes, Kobe.
Oh, is it 10? Okay. Are we good on time? Okay, 10 minutes then. All right.
And as you're exploring, please feel free to unmute yourselves if you have a question about what you're seeing or exploring.
Clovey, I forgot how you do it again about naming if you're doing an epoch chart yourself and then you want to name it and save it. How do you do that again? Sorry.
Yeah, I can do it again, no problem. Okay, let's.
Gracias.
Yeah. Sorry if I'm going too fast. I just want to make sure we get to all the tools. But yeah, feel free to let me know if I need to do things again. All right, so here's the epoch chart, and once you open it. Oh, you know what? I opened the one that I saved. So I need to deselect that too. Hold on, let me make this a little bigger. Let me do this. Okay. Here we are. Okay, so when you open the epoch chart and plan your lesson,
Mhm.
let's put like that one over there, for example. See that little arrow on inside the cloud on the top
Oh,
right?
yes. Okay.
Yeah. So you click that and you write the name.
And you could
of-
label it anything you want. It's like a file.
Yeah, exactly. It's like yeah, you can just call it the day of the lesson, the content of the lesson, whatever works for your organization. And then you save it. And you know it's safe because it turns green.
That was the question I had for you. Okay.
Okay.
Right. That is totally useful. Thank you so much.
Okay, no problem.
Hi, Kavadanga. Are there any videos of lessons that are done with the pocket charts?
Yes, we have a few videos, a few demo videos that we've created with epoch charts. So I can look for them, and I don't know if the chat is the best way to share, but I'll try to put them in the chat.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. And I'm actually going to show you the document where, instead of just sharing the videos, I'm going to show you the document where those videos are. I'll put this in the chat. This is the Secuencia de Enseñanza y Fonética y Recursos. And this section right here, where it says demo videos, will take you, when you click on it, will take you to a few demo videos. The ones on the phonic, on the Taller de Fonética part, most of them are EPO Guitar videos. Oops, sorry. Yeah, so I'll put this document in the chat so you can explore those videos if you like.
Thank you.
Sure. Gisela, if you want to share your screen.
Sure.
So yeah. Let me stop sharing.
We have about 3 minutes left of exploration. 1 minute left. Okay, I understand that's not enough time and you can spend hours exploring benchmark. But now we're moving on to Tayer Delector. I'm going to show you some tools that are available for you. First, there is, we're going to talk about the an Instrucción Proactiva kit that comes with Tayer Delector, the interactive read out louds, lectura interactiva, and evaluaciones de la unidad. Sorry. I'm going to go back to benchmark and I'm going to look for Tayer Delector, which is right here. Open that up. And as you can see, the main page is very similar to Fonética. You have the grade level, the units, weeks, and you have resources here. And I'm going to go. So it's the same thing. You're going to click on the grade level, the unit, and it's going to show up here those materials that you need. I want to show you, if you click here, it's just going to show you the whole group materials that you need. Small group, if you click on small group, is usually your reader's theater and your small group instruction books. So your guided reading books. But let's go to the responsive teaching toolkit. And this, I'm going to show more. This resource here has a lot of resources for teachers to do small group or partner work. Ayuda entre compañeros, that shows you activities that students can do with a partner, and it has to do something with a mini lesson or the activity that they are working on or with the story that they're working on. Pautas y consejos, when you meet with students, you do your check-in with them, you hear their behaviors, and you see their behaviors, you hear them read, and that gives you prompts on how to guide them to the next thing, or what to say to them to continue working. So there's a lot of resources. I'm not going to go through all of them. So I have to unclick that so I can see the rest. Now, assessments. There is the printable assessments. You can print this, give it to your students on paper. There's two types of evaluaciones, so assessments. There is the evaluaciones periódicas and unidades de evaluación, so the evaluación de cada unidad. So I'm going to open one, and let's see. I have all of them here, so I'm just going to select first grade, and I'm going to open la unidad de la evaluación de la unidad 1. So I like the e-assessments because the platform for them is very similar to the SBAC. And if our students start learning that platform and the tools that they can use for assessments, they're able to, I think the SBAC will be a lot easier. They won't be intimidated by the format of the SBAC. So you do the same thing. They have to listen to the sound, and yes, I heard the sound. And then here they have to choose, are they taking the test in English or Spanish? And if they're taking the assessment in Spanish, they click on Spanish, and the first thing that they're going to do is watch a video that shows them how to access all the tools available for them while doing the assessment. And then they'll begin the assessment. And this right here is a story, and it's the same thing, the story on one side or the passage on the one side and the questions on the other one. So students have to read everything before they can go on to the questions. They answer their question, and then one of the things that kids get stuck thinking that once they answer it automatically goes on to the next one. No, you have to go on to next and then do it again, next, and they can pause the test, take a little break if they need to, just like the SBAC. Okay, resume test, and then end test when they're done, and it tells you, okay, you've answered these questions, you've answered that. Are you sure you want to end the test? Yes. End the test, and then like, okay, do you want to submit? Are you sure? So then they submit their test and they close the test. So that's what it is. And I really like the format, because if our students get used to that platform, the SBAC will be a lot easier, and they can just really focus on the test and not be overwhelmed by the tools that are available for them. So now I'm going to show you how to access the lessons. So let's do first grade. I mean, this is for any grade. And let's do unit 1. So the one that says Sistema, so it has Benchmark, Tayer Delector, Sistema de Recursos, that's where you're going to find your units. And every unit comes with a poster and vocabulary resources. So here you'll find a lot of graphic organizers that you're going to need for that unit to help your students with vocabulary. I'm going to open that, the teacher's guide, and it always opens up to Guía de Ritmo Sugerido, just like it did for Fonética. And you have your Semana 1, 2, y 3. You have your Lectura en Voz Alta, Lectura Compartida, and Lectura and the mini lessons. So your Lectura en Voz Alta is your anchor text. This is what your mini lessons are going to be on. So if I click on Día 1, you'll have the unit, the title of the unit, the goals, the objectives for the lesson. And you have here the video to introduce. It's a short video, less than a minute long, to introduce the whole theme of the unit. And then I'm going to go on to this day 2. And then this is the anchor text that you're going to be using during that time. So if I click on it, it sends me directly to the text. And this is what I want to show you. For the text, like, teachers were supposed to read it ahead of time, right? And what is cool about this is that you can make your notes. So you open it up. This is to change the page. I'm going to change it here. It has audio. Okay, so you can read it. It reads it to you. It takes a long time to read, but you can also change the speed. If it's too fast, if you're assigning it to a student, if it's too fast, you can slow down the speed for them. Okay, I'm going to open it to one of the pages. I'll read everything to them if it's available. If you see that this is blue and it has a little play button there, then it means that you have audio. Okay, so here, let's say I want to write some notes to remind myself while I'm reading this book for my students. These are my tools here. I can mark, I can circle words, highlight them if I want to, change the color. Okay, so I won't do much so that you can do it your own. I'm going to go back to my tools. I can put a post-it there, type in something. Okay.
Mantenerse
Sorry, sometimes it turns on, so I have to stop it. So now, okay, I have my notes there. I have a side here too where I can write notes, and this is where students can also write notes. If you're talking about the main idea, students can read that with you and then write the main idea, what they think the main idea is there. So, and then you have everything. You can save it just like you did with the e-pocket chart. You can save it in their current name that you have right now, or save as, give it a name, let's say day 1. Do okay. Okay. And then I'm done. This is ready for me to teach. So I'm going to go back to my lesson. If I want to access my notes there, the easiest way to do it is to go back here. And if I click on Unit 1, and I look for this book on their interactive read out louds, it's the same thing as e-pocket chart. It's right here. You see that little symbol that has pencil, has notes. This is my day 1. I'm going to open it. And it takes me back to the book with my notes. Here, there are my notes right here. Okay, so this is a really cool tool for you to use and to prepare the reading as some vocabulary is, you know, the key vocabulary for your students or difficult, you think it's going to be difficult for your students, you can already highlight it and have that prepared for your students. So now I'm going to go back to the presentation because that was a lot of tools, and we're going to give you another 10 minutes now to explore Tayer Delector. If you have any questions while exploring, please go ahead and unmute yourselves, but go ahead and try out, open up a book, one of your interactive read out louds or one of your small group instruction. You have all these tools available for any of the books that you have there. So any of these books, shared reading, small group instruction, and as in the digital platform, you have access to all leveled books. Okay, I'll stop talking and give you time to explore.
Griselda, can I ask you a quick question about guided books digitally? I was going to the leveled books and I clicked on book C and I got digital books, but when I just click on books A, levels A and B, there's nothing there outside of Reader's Theater. And I'm just wondering if I'm missing something.
On levels A and B, you said?
Yeah, I can click on the letters A and B down below. You know, it's below all that list. So I clicked small group. And then I went down to level and I clicked on A and B, and there's nothing displayed outside of the Reader's Theater. If I go to C, I get it. I just don't get it for levels A and B. I just wasn't sure if there was.
Do you
something else
have
going on.
anything selected above, like the unit or the grade level?
I only have first grade selected. I don't have any unit selected. Should I
Yeah,
have
then
that?
deselect first grade because A and B are for kinder, so yeah,
makes
it's tricky like that.
sense.
Yeah.
So don't
That-
have the grade. If I want most emergent levels, just deselect grade and then click
Yeah.
on the show more, right? Because sometimes it doesn't show everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
And these are the ones I can still assign to kids as long as I show kids how to access benchmark
Yes.
themselves, correct?
That's right.
Correct.
Yep.
Great. Awesome. You too, Rock. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's very tricky. Once you click on one of those filters, everything goes to that.
It's amazing. Just as you think you're getting confident, then I'm like, wait, I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot. It took us a while to get used to all that, all those different tricks and
Yeah, I thought I had it down,
Yeah.
but clearly I need to go back and practice more.
it takes time.
That's why you're here.
layout is very similar. One of the differences between Lector and Fonética and Taller del Escritor is that the units are called volumes instead of units, and they do not have 3 weeks. They have different lengths depending on the grade level and the volume in particular. So I'm going to show you very quickly how to access the lessons. Again, just choose your grade level, for example, 4th grade, and which volume you want to access. Let's do volume 1, and you'll filter everything to that one volume, which comes with the teacher resource, which is where you will find the lessons. So this is the same layout for the 3 components of benchmark. But here you'll also see a grammar study. The first axis is just for routines, but the second axis under grammar study will give you the lessons for that first unit of grammar. Then you have some other resources, but let's look at the lessons. When you enter the teacher manual, the teacher resources, and this is important to pay attention now because it's not intuitive. This is not intuitive to enter the lessons like the other 2 components. This is the first thing you're going to see, and you're going to be like, okay, where are the lessons? So in order to access them, you have to go to this little square on the top left with the 3 white lines. And when you click on that, that's where the menu shows. You'll have some recursos de la unidad, drop-down menus, vistazo del taller, etc. And the lessons will be under semanas. So semana 1, semana 2, 3, 4. This volume in particular has 4 weeks. If you open semana 1, you'll see the 5 days of lessons. When you click on sesión 1, here you have 2 parts. If you want to open those lessons, click on part 1. And again, the layout here is a little different. As you can see, it's not organized like Fonética and Lector. So in order to understand how to follow this, you gotta start on the top left corner. It's organized in columns, basically. And continue to go down where you can see the metas de aprendizaje, debate en parejas. This is the order of the lesson, right? The materiales. Remember the blue print is the script if you want to follow that. And then continue on the right column. Escribir, compartir, y reflexionar. If you want to continue, if you click on the pictures, you can zoom them out, and you can zoom in, sorry. And then if you click on avanzar, it will take you to the next lesson instead of going back to that menu. But you can also go back to the menu, and let's say now you want to see semana 2, sesión 6, and that'll take you here, which again is a little different, the layout from Fonética and Lector. And that's how you find the Taller del Escritor lessons. So with that said, sorry, I lost my slides. Can you share your screen, Griselda? The slides disappear for some reason. Thank you.
Okay. Now we are going to have some time for questions. Do you have any questions? We're not going to give you time to explore Escritor because there's not really a lot of tools there except for the lessons. So do you have any questions right now?
Hello, good afternoon. I just have a question. Is there a benchmark program to teach high school as well?
Not that we're aware of.
Oh, okay.
We only work with K5, so we're not
Oh, okay.
we're not really sure. But I will ask the literacy person at your site if there's any, or your principal. to see
Oh,
what
I work in a high school. I'm a para-educator. Actually, I'm not a teacher, but I assist the Spanish teacher.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. I was just wondering.
Yeah,
Oh,
not that we know of, sorry.
yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
No problem.
Very, very interesting. Very good program.
Thank you.
I want to just clarify, there is no launching unit for the escritor, right?
Yeah, there is what they call escritor taller en marcha. So yeah, they don't call it launching unit or estrenemos, but they're not very consistent with the names, unfortunately, but they do have taller en marcha for every first volume of every grade level, where they introduce the routines and like the setup for the beginning of the year. So it really is like the launching units. It's unit
Great, thank
1. Sorry, volume 1. Yeah,
No worries, thank you.
you're welcome.
Any other questions? Questions in the chat? Yeah, well, if questions come up before we end our session, please unmute yourself. If you don't feel comfortable, so you can always send us an email and we'll get in contact with you. Okay, we're moving on. If there's no more questions. I know it could be overwhelming that you don't know what questions you have. Yeah. Okay, now we're going to give you some time to digest a little bit everything that you learned and share with others. So we are going to send you to a breakout room and you're going to be going over these questions. So what digital components seemed interesting to you? What are some advantages of using these digital tools? And how do you plan on using these digital tools? Okay, maybe you're just choosing one and focusing on one this year, or maybe you're diving into more than one. Okay, so we are going to send you into breakout rooms for 5 minutes just to talk to others about what you've explored so far. Yeah.
I'm working on the breakout rooms. Okay, I'm gonna open them and you should have an invitation to go into different rooms.
Okay, is everyone in a breakout room? People are joining.
Yeah.
Back? No, not back yet.
Casi,
Gussie, okay.
casi.
I see they're slowly coming back.
Mm. ¿Ya estamos todos? Creo que sí. A ver, déjame ver. Ok. Bueno, vamos a continuar, ya queda poquito. Antes de terminar, vamos a compartir unos recursos más. I just realized I switched to Spanish, but it's okay because we're bilingual. I did that without thinking. These are some essential lessons that it's one of the documents that we have created to facilitate teachers with the planning of the 3 components, fonética, lector, y escritor. One of the reasons why we did this is because there are so many different options within the curriculum that it's impossible to teach every single activity or lesson. So we filtered those activities, paying attention to things like, okay, what are more which ones are essential or key to the Spanish instruction? And they're all finished. We've created the plans for all the units 1 through 10 and all the volumes in Escritor and for all grade levels. So this document is completed. We'll continue revising it, but yeah, if you want to take a look at the launching units to see if that's going to help you with the beginning of the school year planning, take a look. All right, and next slide, please.
Also, this document, I don't know if you just mentioned it, just has a pacing guides too.
Yeah, at the top it has the pacing guides for this school year, which will help you see where you're supposed to be with each unit or each volume according to the SFUSD calendar. So there's one for each grade level. Okay.
We have other resources for you. There's a links here to more resources. Some of you were asking for videos on certain things. There's a video here that gives you more explanation about e-pocket charts. So you can choose one of these resources and explore it a little more. It gives you more ideas. Essential activities, their essential lessons are here. And this last one is compiled of all the resources that we've acquired throughout the years, PDs, videos that we have. They're all in this document here. So if you like the e-assessments, you'll find a document here and the recording of the PD that we had on e-pocket, on e-assessments. Okay, so this is another link for you and another document with links. And then we have our MPD team resources page. And this page you'll find all the resources that we talked about and more. The pacing guides, the templates of the essential lessons. We're talking about assessments for Fonética. We have also sample schedules. We have cross-linguistic transfer resources here and ELD resources. So take a look at this. There's videos from Benchmark Academy, which is videos from Benchmark about how to use their platform in here. So take a look at this resource, bookmark it, put it somewhere where you have easy access to, because there will be more resources, and throughout the year we update these resources.
Okay, so we're getting close to the end. Before we go, if you can please fill out the feedback form. We're going to put it in the chat. We're going to give you some time to fill it out, and we take our feedback seriously to continue improving. So please fill it out for us. And after that, we'll have a couple of announcements, and that's it for today. I'm going to put it on the chat, or you can access it through the slide. There it is. We're going to take about 4 minutes for the feedback form.
I can't find this workshop. What's the name of it? I can't find it in the feedback.
Say that again?
I couldn't find the name of this workshop in the feedback form.
I think you just, let me see. Let me find out what's the
Could be
exact
Spanish
name.
language arts tools.
It's, yeah, look in the S.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, okay. Spanish language. Thank you.
Right, one more minute. Okay, so let's wrap this up. Can we get to the next slide, please? All right, so for announcements, we have a couple more sessions coming up. Tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, August 10 and 11th, we'll have a slot in the Paraeducator Institute from 11 to 12:20. So if you know any paras, please let them know and pass the information along. And we will also be presenting on Monday, August 14th at the buyback day. So our sessions, next slide, please, will be from 2 to 2:40 and from 2:50 to 3:30. Here's our Zoom link, and you will get more information from your principals about buyback day. If you have questions, please do not hesitate reaching out to us. Here's our email address. Also, I want to let you know that when you attend our PDs, you automatically enter our mailing list. We send important information and monthly newsletters with curriculum updates, PD offerings, etc. So if you do not want to receive those emails, let us know and we'll take you out of the mailing list. And that's it for now. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you
Hope-
so much for joining us.
And have a great beginning of the school year.
Thank you, you too.
Bye.
Thank you too, as always.
Thanks, Christina. It's good to see you.
Quick question about the Monday buyback day and the 2 sessions that you're going to do. Are they the same sessions just repeated, or are they going to be focused on 2 different things?
Yes, they're the same session. It's
Okay, so I can
repeated,
do one or the other.
right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Take care, you too. Bye.
Yeah, thank you. See you later. I'm going to stop recording.